Assalamu alaikum. Folks, welcome. My name is Bilal Khan, coming at you from Space City, aka Houston, specifically SWAT, Southwest A-Leaf, Texas. This video series is Where's Waldo? Essentially, we are looking for Arabic letters, most specifically the last verse of Surah Al-Fath. Why this verse? Because this verse is one of the only verses in the entire Quran that has every single letter of the Arabic alphabet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not. So let's get to it. Today, in our briefing, we're going to be looking for a suspect that looks like this. And we are going to call him Jug. The reason we're calling him Jug is because we're at Houston. Houston is hot, and you best have a jug of water, more specifically a gallon, to ensure that you're hydrated. Make sure you mix some electrolytes in there. A little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, or if you want, get yourself a electrolyte packet, mix it in there, shake it up, and drink it throughout the day. But that's the reality of Houston, especially summers, where it gets really, really hot. And in the winters, it's still pretty hot unless it's 1 week in February like it is, where we drop to below 50 degrees and everybody loses their minds. What was that? What about Jim? What about Jim? This is Jug. Yeah, well, truth, Sufyan basically said. So this letter in Arabic is actually called Jeem. You can say Jim, right? Because I just lost my pen. But give me a second, guys, while I mention why you call it a gym. Because when you're out there and you lifting heavy, you best have your jug of water at the gym. So that's what you can call it. You can call it gym. You can call it jug. I think it looks like a jug because that dot there is the water that you need. And so first thing that we're going to do is let's first talk about how this letter looks like in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. The question is this a friendly social letter or not? Well, let's see. What does it look like in the beginning? Well, in the beginning, it's going to look like this. So we've got the Jeem. In the middle, is going to look like something like this, right? And then you got the dot at the bottom, and towards the end is going to look like that, something like that, right? My handwriting with this letter is a little bit off, but for the most part, we know that this joint is a social character. And so all we got to pay attention to right now is the baseline of these words and sentences. The dot is essentially going to be at the bottom. So first identifying characteristic is whether or not you see a dot at the bottom, and then we basically detain that character and we ascertain whether or not that's Jim and whether or not he has his jug at the gym. So let's go. Starting here. Excuse the corny dad jokes. It's who I am. Keep going. Let's go. Is there a dot at the bottom? Is there a dot at the bottom? I don't see any dots at the bottom. Oh, I see 2 dots at the bottom. That does not look like Jim. Keep going. Any dots at the bottom? Any dots at the bottom, 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 bottom? Oh, there's a single dot at the bottom. Let's see here. This guy looks like this. We got 1 dot, then we got a double dot. Yeah, that don't look like Jim at all. All right, buddy. Oh, that's a bat. Buddy, boat. Buddy can go. Let's keep going forward. Any more dots at the bottom? Whoa, I think we found Jim. So Jim, in this case, looks like this right here. And so we know they got dot at the bottom, and it looks exactly like that. Take him in. Keep going, moving forward. Any more dots at the bottom? Dots at the bottom, dots at the bottom. Any more? Oh, I found one. Fi wujuhihim. And this one here, it's looking like this guy right here, right? We've got wow, we've got Jim, and then we got whoa. And then that's what it looks like. And that looks exactly like that. So we've got Jim. Keep going. Any more Jimmy Jugs? Jimmy Joan. Whoa, we've got another one. This one looks exactly or similar to that. Let's keep going. Any more Jimmy Johns? Jimmy Joe. Keep going. Ooh, look at that. This one's a little bit different here. So this is not like any of these other characters, but we do notice that there is a dot here at the bottom. So if we make a note of that, So this looks like this, and then it looks like that. And then there's a dot at the bottom, and then this guy's got a dot at the top. Oh, it's too low, my bad. Y'all missed that. Let me do that again. Well, so essentially it's looking like, oh, that's terrible. Let's leave it like that, and then that, and that. So we've got a dot at the top and a dot at the bottom. Now, one thing I want you guys to pay attention to here with Arabic, you may have noticed if you've been watching this series, we've been going from right to left, whereas in English, we go left to right. Now, in addition to going right to left, we also go from top to bottom, kind of like Chinese. But this ain't Chinese, this is Arabic. And so in this case, we're looking at this letter. We're not gonna worry about what the letter is right now, but right under it is Jimmy Jones. Keep going. What else we got here? We got a dot at the bottom. Keep looking for those dots at the bottom. That's how you know. I missed one. I missed one. He's saying I missed one. Where? I don't. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! It is right there, looking exactly like the key profile. Except this one looks a lot nicer. It's much more handsome Jim than this fat, ugly Jim that hasn't gone to the gym and is always carrying a jug with him for some reason. But yeah, this is a big jug right there. And so let's keep going. And any more Jim Johns? Oh, we've got a dot at the bottom. That's a Jim. And keep going. Any more dots at the bottom? Any more? Nope, I don't see any here. Keep going. Any more dots at the bottom? I froze. Hold on a second. Okay, something with the signal. Don't worry about it. It is recording. So just a note to self. We will resume. Um, there we go. Okay, cool. I'm wondering, should we just keep in that glitch just for the sake of speed? Anyway, I think what happened was Jimmy John knew that we were onto him, and he decided to cut the feed at the top. And so he basically set us on a side quest. But now we're back on business, 10 toes in. Here we go. What line were we on? Were we second to last or the last line? Second to last. Okay, so yeah, Jibu, you're Jibu. And so, but don't worry about it. If you don't know how to read it, that's okay. We're only going over the shape and how to identify the letter in the beginning, middle, and end. And so we have the Jim in the middle. Keep going. Any more dots at the bottom? Keep going. Any more dots at the bottom? Any more dots? Oh, we found it. Edge one. And so I think that's it. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys benefited. Before we conclude out, what I want you to do is go through this again. But this time, what I want you to do is tally up how many times did Jimmy John show up. You know how to identify him. This is what Jim looks like by itself. This is if Jim is holding people's hands. This is if Jim is in a crowd. And this is if Jim is at the end of a crowd. You know how to find them. Tally up how many times Jim shows up. Let me know down in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.